All right, here we go. Opening match right now. Lukas Fracasso-Verner and Thomas Haas. Lukas wearing the black and red PA Pro-Am jersey. And Lukas is representing McDermott. That is his sponsor. Pete Fortuna. So Russian Kenny is still in the event. He's on the B side. He lost a 9-7 heartbreaker yesterday. But he's in full form now. Won his first match of the day. I think it was 7-3. And he's actually playing Josh Rupard right now. It's on table 4. I think you can actually get a shot of that. You can see right there Josh Rupard in the white hoodie with the black hat, racking the balls there. That's that match in the back right there. Pancake, what's up? I see you popping in. K Botch, what up? Lance Lascotti, how you doing, sir? Ned Mazery, what's up, brother? Guys, hit the share button. All right, here we go. Thomas Haas to break. This is rack 1. We're racing to 9. Let's see how these boys are feeling on this lovely Sunday morning. Nice little love tap. The 5 to the 1 there. This is looking really nice. You got it, Erica. Tell you, this room is absolutely beautiful. I love the symmetry of the room. The tables are just, all perfectly in a line. Everything looks perfectly square. Just got a really nice vibe here. And again, if you are in the area, you can come on down. 1 o'clock, I'm going to run a second chance tournament. That's for anyone. Anyone under 700, you can come on down and try to make it happen. $40 entry, 100% payback. And an optional $20 side pool. Jack Taransky, how you doing, sir? Yes, sir. Great match coming up. Great match here. Matt Resendiz, Ryan McCrum, George Comerford. What's up, boys? That's right, Lance. This was Spot Shot Billiards a million years ago. A lot of history in these walls. But I'll tell you, it is like unrecognizable. Tyson Trepanier, he's the star of the show. Been saying it all weekend. He's the man. He's the one that's really putting in all of the effort. And it's showing. Glad to hear, Ryan. Hope you're enjoying, brother. All right, Thomas has a decent line here. I think he's going to pass the line of the 6 to the corner. I think he's going to go forward here. I think he ended up a bit straighter than he was hoping for. Just slightly mishit. He's got an angle towards the left side of the table, though. It's got a bit of an angle, so he is going to be okay. He's going to drag this one underneath the 9 ball. Right around the backside of the 8-2 rails. Thank you, George. Yeah, Ryan Cullen, as much as you may be joking, you might actually be spot on with that. Thomas has been here for a little while. He was hitting a couple of balls on the table, preparing for the match. And Lukas pulled up and got dropped off 2 minutes after the match was called. It's kind of just the way it goes. Nice control there from Thomas Haas. Looking super smooth, as always. K-Botch, appreciate it, bro. Yeah, keep training, bro. You know the deal. Right. Rack 1 is going to go to Thomas Haas. Lukas says that's good. And just for the record, these guys are friends. These guys are close. No one's going to give anything away, but they are close. Both strong competitors as well. Michael Sear in the chat, he says Tyson has indeed done a stellar job with all he's done with the place, and I couldn't agree more. I mean, the place just looks amazing. And speaking of doing amazing work, we want to thank Master Billiards, Mr. Joe Marassi, for all his work. And he's the one that redid all of the tables here. Beautiful Simonis on all of the tables. There's perimeter lights on every single table in here, boys and girls. I mean, if you can't see the edge of the ball in this room, I mean, take your sunglasses off. No wing ball for Lukas. You're going to get fortunate here. Little fortune. Little fortune. Doesn't have a great opening shot. I mean, he's got to look at it. And in my opinion, he's probably going to try to put Thomas underneath that 9-7. I don't think there's any need to go offense here. Hector Sanchez, how you doing? Joey. Mr. Dupuis. Miss you, buddy. And he does go with the opening bank. I mean, I think he's trying to build some confidence and get that back arm rolling, but I mean, I don't blame him. If you feel the shot, you got to shoot it. Just barely getting the hook there, but he does keep Thomas right behind that 8 ball. You can see the line right there. And this is a tricky one just because of the gap behind the 2 ball on that top rail. And if the 2 is closer to the cushion, it's a lot easier to hit it or even make it. It's also easier to, come out good. You can hit that second rail, come off the face of the 2 ball and send the cue ball up table. A lot of the times that's a reaction that'll happen, but in this case, he's really just got to hit it perfect. And you see that right there. Is the 6 ball going to get in the mix? Not really. I mean, it's in play, but didn't get tied up with that 3 ball. So Lukas going to have ball in hand here. A couple of decent maneuvers he's got to make right off the bat. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, Lukas looked really good yesterday. Thomas looked really good yesterday. I mean, if they both brought the same game today, this is going to be a really tough match for both of these guys. And I'll be honest, I mean, with Thomas winning the lag and getting the first break, that might even be the determining factor here. I mean, it is alternate break. Joe Marassi, you got it, brother. Jose Soto, thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Lukas not having any issues here. Nice and easy. Leaves a nice line on that 7 to get back above the 8 ball. Pure talent with these young players. They've obviously put in a ton of work. But just the talent alone from these gentlemen, noticeable. Jose Soto, thank you very much for your generous donation. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much. All right, so we got Lukas and Thomas tied here at 1 game apiece. If you haven't already done so, please hit the share button. rack 3. We're tied up 1 game apiece. See how Thomas's second break looks. There's that 1 ball. Looks like it's got a little spin on it. Might open up for him. And the 6 ball comes and ruins the party. I don't know if he likes shooting directly into the edge. I think he does have the edge. He might try to just kick it, but that can cause issues. He's got to make sure he gets a rail there. Looks like he's going to go with a push out. And when you're pushing out, you definitely got to make sure that you're not leaving a simple safety. Although you might be holding your opponent off as far as pocketing a ball, you could leave yourself in an even worse position. Paul Johnson tagging the family over here. Joy and Scott, the boy is doing great. He's having a good time. He's safe. And he's playing like the champion that he is. Don't worry about it. We're taking care of him. All right, he's going with the push-out option. I know he wanted to keep those tied up a bit. See how Lucas can do with his defensive attempt here. Looking to get coverage with the 8 ball. He went a little long there. Doesn't look like he can actually pocket the ball, but I think he might be able to even just swerve it at it just a hair. Really tough to tell from here. As the players were warming up, a couple of the other players and spectators kind of came up and were just complimenting Thomas to me. They're kind of just mentioning, hey, this kid's really smooth, isn't he? It's like, yep, he said that. You got it. Nice shot there from Thomas on the 1 ball. He's going to come with 1 more really strong positional shot and should have no issue finishing the table here. Got to avoid that side pocket here. Angle was a little deceiving there. He's just going to slide it over to that right long rail right above the 4-7 and come down for that 3 ball on the bottom cushion. Guys, again, if you haven't hit the share button, do it. Let everybody enjoy the matches. Looking to kick a field goal, and he hits it great. A little straighter than he might have liked. But he's still okay here. Just punt this one right above the 4. Again, Thomas just so smooth. Good morning, Joy. You got it, Joy. To be mindful of your cue ball here. I mean, making the shot isn't really the issue. If he spins it and opens it up, he could knock into the 8 ball. And if he keeps it on the closer side of the 8 ball, he could bump the 9, could go in the pocket. Very well struck. Right shot there, Thomas Haas. He's going to be using the bridge for this one. He might renege on that. See Thomas making sure to hold down that bridge with his left hand here. There's a massive mistake there from Thomas. He's not happy about that. And rightfully so. Unforced error like that. You're playing a guy like Lukas Fracasso-Verner. You can't be making errors like that. And Lukas answers back with an error of his own, overcutting it. And he says, you know what, Thomas? Yeah, you got another shot. That's right, Will Ailey. First mistake on his break. That's right. That's good to take note of that. You know, a lot of times a match comes down to really who had the serve that game. You know, like where the players are in the rotation. Ball is really deep in there. A lot of times when the ball is buried in the jaws like that, you can hit the point of the corner trying to get position off of the ball, and it can just give you a weird line coming off that point. So you might see him actually just stroke straight at it and just draw towards the 8-ball. Just all straight bottom. If he thinks he can get to the rail, he'll do that, but might see him just draw it straight into it. Another option is to go into the bottom rail first and spin into the 7, go into the right long rail, top rail, back underneath the 8-ball. All right, he plays it rail first. Nice assessment there from Thomas Haas. Sometimes it's really tough to just make a decision. You know, like you're like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, I know I have an open shot, and kind of brain goes back and forth, ping-ponging between the ideas. And if you're between ideas when you pull the trigger, you're more than likely just going to miss that shot. Nice finish there. Thomas Haas goes up 2-1. After 2 errors from both of these guys, one after another. Really unfortunate for both guys, but I guess the outcome was the same as if Thomas just didn't even miss that 7-ball. And if you want to have your own Christmas party there, you got to do that soon, because December is going to fill up with those parties. All right, dry break from Lukas. Thomas going to make sure that he holds off this powerhouse in Lukas Fracasso-Verner. Coming with another super smooth stroke there. Yeah, we got players coming in for a second chance, and it's the first chance for some of the players, as you did not have to compete in the main tournament to get in. Joe asking about where Thomas is from. Joy is in the chat. I know he's Pennsylvania, but Joy, maybe you can be more specific with that, but he's from Pennsylvania. Thomas a little hampered by the 4-ball. But he's been in worse positions, guaranteed. He'll be just fine. Let's see if he can make this happen. Slightly overrun. I think he's going to end up having to clip that 9-ball. Got to be mindful of your cue ball here. Thomas is going to make his assessment now. Great shot there from Thomas. Comes out just about perfect. It's pretty good here. Really just avoid the point of the side pocket. Doesn't need to do too much as far as position goes. He just needs to get by that side pocket and he's fine. And the point helps him out with position just a bit there. Thomas really in the zone right now. Staying focused. He nails it. 3-1 to Thomas Haas right now. And I'll be honest with you, Lucas is he's got to wake up a bit. Thomas is already here. He's ready to go. Teams are starting in January, so don't wait. How about that break right there? How about that break right there? Really just needs to get good on the 2-ball. And that's kind of the only thing that he needs to do here. I don't see any other trouble. I get by the 8-ball here. And he does. Not sure if that ball goes by. It's tight. Yeah, the way he's lining up for this, he's definitely going right by that 6. Nice control there. So consistent the way that he gets down on the ball. Really a joy to watch. Sean Barrett, Ultimate Pool is not Fargo rated. They do have a rating system that looks similar, but I think it's got like a little bit wider of a range, and they use a lot of factors to determine your starting rating, Fargo rate being one of those factors. Andrew Mason, you said it just right. The break is the biggest difference right now between the two so far. Yeah, got to agree there. I will say that, we did have a couple of light errors in the rack from these guys, but, think about it. Thomas was here, breaking on the table, shooting balls on this table, and Lukas rolled in a little bit later. And he's just not accustomed to it just yet, and he's had a dry break. That's a big deficit, if you want me to be honest there. If he goes down 4-1 here, that's big. That's big. And usually at the highest levels, the break is a huge difference. When the balls are open, most of the top players are just going to get out. And he goes up 4-1 right now, Thomas Haas over Lukas Fracasso-Verner. And again, we are racing to 9. It's a winner's side match. Final 8 on the winner's side. And also online. But if you want to come down and check that out, come hang out with me over there. Got some sick teams going on. That's a 5-on-5 Moscone style event, but you play 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, teams, singles, doubles, you got it. It's all in there. It's a really nice format. And you got some quality players like this gentleman right here, Lukas Fracasso-Verner. He's in the event. He's the champion captain. If my memory serves me correct, his teammates are Rob Saez, Rob Pearsa, Phil Davis, Kerry McAuliffe, and Ryan Cullen. A nice, super strong squad there. I sense a little bit of urgency from Lukas, and although he's extremely talented, doesn't want to get ahead of himself. Wants to make sure that he stays super smooth. Hey, Erica Testa, thank you very much for your donation. I really appreciate that. Again, Erica Testa, thank you for your donation. I really appreciate that. And Lukas getting out of text. Getting out of position there on that 5. Thomas Haas really just coming with it right now. All right, just got the message. Rack 'em up, Erica in New Hampshire. Worked out of Malden. Yep, we're going to get you. We'll get you taken care of for the ultimate pool. We got you. We got you. All right, 6 to the 8 here. Going to float 1 to 2 rails here. Don't know if he's going to force the second rail. He doesn't need to. Again, just so consistent with his approach, his pre-shot routine, the get down. Just so consistent with everything. Pace of play, the timing on his shots. Thomas Haas really showing right now. Perfect on the 9-ball. I won't be surprised if Lukas stands up, and he does. 5-1 right now for Thomas Haas. Five to 1 right now for Thomas Haas. Pennsylvania, if you're in the chat, let me hear it. I got you, Ernie. How about that break right there? He can play ball first or rail first here. He's just going to float behind that 3 ball for the 2 in the right side pocket. That's the 2-6 right in the center of your screen there. You see how he kind of got hung up a little bit coming off of that rail. Didn't have a ton of angle there. That's why I said he could have played it rail first and just kind of floated it into it. A little bit of left-hand spin. I mean, he played it more in a natural way, and I don't mind that at all. But he did get a little bit high on this. Just got to avoid the 9-ball, and he's okay. And he hit that great. He had some right-hand spin on that. Reverse it back towards the 3-ball. Nice and smooth. David Green. We got Pennsylvania out there. Greg Reinman. There we go. Butch Horvath. There it is. Shane Jackson. What's up, bro? Jeffrey Pry. Let's go. No YouTube right now. No. We're just hanging right here on the old book. Danny Pavo, thanks for joining. Art Jones, what's up, brother? Again, guys, if you haven't hit the share button, do it. Let everybody watch their favorite players. Still lots of killers in the event. I know one of our other neighboring winner side matches, we got Mike DeShane playing Tommy Kayer, Canadian champ. I know Kevin Guimond is still on the winner's side. Nick Charette still on the winner's side. Really nice shot there. Thomas getting handed the 8-9 here. You know why? Because Lucas knows. Nothing to worry about there. Nothing to worry about there. Right, 6-1 right now for Thomas Haas over Lukas Fracasso-Verner. This is a race to 9. Remember, winner's side match. Let's see if Lucas can make an adjustment on his break here. That's a little better, kid. If you blink, this rack might be over. But again, I mean, we're in an alternate break format here. Lucas is practically running to each of these shots. He wants a point, and he wants it now. There you go, right there. George Comerford in the chat. He is the league operator for Ultimate Pool in Rhode Island. And you can reach out to him if you'd like to get in for Rhode Island. Again, George Comerford, you see him in there. Everybody starting that session in January. Starting in January. Oh no, Lucas, what are you doing, buddy? Got to take your time, bro. You can't rush perfection. You know, the point still counts if it's 3 minutes or 7 minutes to finish the rack. Just going with this one lefty. And he makes it happen. Good recovery there for Lucas. Thomas going to give him that 9-ball. Not bad at all. Again, we're talking number 9. He's up 6-2. Thomas's break has been looking pretty strong. He's been really consistent with everything. We're going to see if we can extend that now. See if we can keep up that type of pace. Oh, Timothy. I'm not going to say that, but you can. You can say it. I won't say it, but you can. Silky, what's up, my man? Thank you, George. Yeah, that's who you got to contact for Massachusetts, George Carterakis. Silky, who do you want to win this tournament here? I don't know if you got a chance to look at the bracket, but lots of strong players, but I know you got a favorite. Yeah, Sean Dixon. Yeah, that's happening. Yeah, that's happening. Yeah, you have Ultimate Pool out there for sure. If you want to just shoot me a message, Sean, I'm kind of just going to go through my messages when I'm finished with the broadcast and kind of just send everybody all the stuff. So if you just shoot me a message, hey, send me Ultimate Pool stuff or something like that in the messenger. Yeah, Ben Parker, that's right. Silky, thank you very much, brother. Yeah, I agree. Thomas just keeps climbing. He just keeps climbing. Lucas looking for coverage, but he doesn't get it. Thank you, boys. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, Buckland Billiards has it. Matt Egan, how you doing, sir? Yeah. Thomas's dad, Scott Haas, also a phenomenal pool player, and we just had the pleasure of having him down at the Ocean State 9-ball championship over at Snookers in Providence, Rhode Island. And Scott just barely came runner-up. And when I say just barely, like, Kevin Guimond was the winner. Kevin Guimond is your current Ocean State champ. And he grinded his way to that victory. Let me tell you, Scott Haas beats him the first match in the finals. They play the second match in the finals, and Scott Haas has Kevin Guimond down like 6-1, race to 7 or something like that. And Kevin just did what he does, and he just grinded his way into a victory there in one double hill. Unbelievable. But yeah, Scott Haas, also a phenomenal pool player. If you guys want to see the final, if you want to see that final match, you can see that on Snookers Live. Live is all capitals, Snookers Live on Facebook. I did do the broadcast there. I put some guest commentators for that match specifically. I believe we had maybe Kerry McAuliffe and Nicole Albergaria did the commentary for that one. Yeah, the Haas family, definitely well known in the pool community. And if you don't know, pay attention, boys and girls. Lucas's speed looks a little off here. No chance. No chance he's playing safe. This kid wants to shoot. I feel like he has to shoot. And he's going to hang it. And he leaves a window right behind this 8-ball. We're going to see a rail first type of shot here. Rail first. Left-hand spin. Rail first off the 2. Top short rail, left long rail. And then back over to this side of the table. Cue ball should end up right about where it is now. Needs that ball to travel. And he underhit that one just a bit. See what Thomas has in store here. Kills the cue ball right behind the 9. Lucas is going to go to the jump cue. I'll be honest with you, Lucas is definitely going to make contact here, barring a miscue. But he's also probably a favorite to make the ball, or at least come very close to it. You know, especially with him being on the rail right there, his cueing, he can be right on top of that cue ball. He doesn't really have to elevate his bridge hand as much. Makes it easier to get over the ball. Yeah, there's the man right there, George Carterakis in the chat. That's your ultimate pool man right there. If you want to get involved, that's the man to reach out to right there. And in Massachusetts, Frankie Bees. You see, as I was saying, he was a favorite to hit it, maybe even make it. He comes really close, but close does not count in this format. What do they say? Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. I had no idea that Joy played pool. Joy, why did you not tell me that? I feel like I was kept in the dark. Wow, look at that shot right there. Super, super smooth. Lucas says that's good. It's going to be 7-2. Thomas Haas now. Just coming through so strong right now. Serious heat. He's got Rob Saez. He's got Rob Pearsa. I'm going to have to cheat now because I can't remember the rest of the members. Rob Pearsa. He's got Kerry McAuliffe. He's got Phil Davis. And he's got Ryan Cullen on there. So it's Lucas, Rob Saez, Rob Pearsa, Phil Davis, Kerry McAuliffe, and Ryan Cullen. And then challenging team captain Steve Mack. And he's back in some heat. He's got Alex Bausch, Kevin Guimond, Ryan Lynham, Josh Steele, and Lance Lascotti. They're playing singles, doubles, teams, 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball. Really nice format for that event. Free to watch. And if you're in the area, you got to go down and check that out. Howard, I got you, brother. All right, Lucas looking to take another game here. It's going to put it at 7-3. It is 7-3. That's just awesome. The game's just got to keep moving. You know, no mucking up the rack and, you know, making things take forever. Like, literally, just get the job done. Let's go. A little out of shape there on the one ball. Not really sure what Thomas's thought process is here. I mean, he has the option of trying to get behind the 8, but that's risky. He could try to bank the one ball. Back up table. Try something like that. Let's see what he goes with here. That was a risky shot. You saw how close it was to scratching. But he doesn't. And he does get rewarded there. Lukas is going to end up kicking this ball. Left side spin. He's going to try to kick it towards that side pocket, the bottom left of your screen right there. He's got to go to the jump cue. See, I thought he had an avenue to get behind that 8 ball. Apparently he doesn't, or he just doesn't like that shot. All right, nice return from Lukas. Does get the hook on that 6 ball. Doesn't have a clear path to it. He could spin and get around it, just a soft masse there. I don't know if he's going to like the outcome there. He could also jump just over the edge of the 6. Maybe try to bank the 1 ball. But this is a tricky shot here. Really tricky. A lot of distance here. Yeah, Melissa Jenkins saying nice save for that risk. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, but you look at the return from Lukas. Shows you just how talented this guy is. And how about that for a return? Are you kidding me? I mean, he left the edge of that 1 ball, but that was pretty strong, all things considered. Let you know that these guys are not one-trick ponies. Not only can he make the balls, but he can maneuver. Lukas going all in, trying to get behind that 8 ball. I think that was a lot too risky to attempt that. I mean, I always say, you know, if you feel the shot in the pit of your soul, you have to shoot it. But I think he was asking a lot out of that. He was asking a lot. Thomas taking his time here. Again, super consistent as far as his pre-shot routine goes. Timing, always consistent there. What a great shot. What a great shot. Paul Taylor, they're still fighting over there. He's still on the winner's side, but you got Paul Taylor asking about Mike Deshane and Tommy Kayer. Canadian champ. They are another winner's side match. It's going on 2 tables down. And, I made the suggestion yesterday, and, Greg Lamb, your tournament director, he did agree. We ended up doing alternating tables for the winner's side matches. You can see there's no neighboring match, and then 1 table over from there, you got Mike Deshane down on a shot right now. And we did that so there was no neighbors, there's no waiting. You know, all the winner's side matches can kind of just go about their business and get their job done. Hey, I see the Just Jam in the chat out there at Moscone, getting all famous and whatnot. Hope you're having a good time out there, Jess. Meanwhile, Thomas Haas looking to get himself on the hill. I mean, if he can float this over, he needs to contact the rail just underneath the side pocket. Just going to float that cue ball over, and if he can execute this one, I'm saying it, he's going to get himself on the hill. The rest of the rack is pretty much self-explanatory. And he does okay there. Nice shot. He's going to have to manipulate this one just a little bit. You see the angle. He wanted to get a little bit straighter on the 5-ball just to float forward. And ideally, he would have wanted to be below that 6-ball so he doesn't have to contest with contacting the 9-ball. But he's going to be able to work that out. Nice control there. Tim Cornelio, how you doing, brother? All right, really nice control there, drawing off of that 9-ball. A lot of times that can be tricky to navigate when you're drawing off of another object ball. Well, he did great with that. Really nice shot there from Thomas Haas. And this is for Thomas to bring himself to the hill. He gets there 8-3 now in favor of Thomas Haas. Jason, I don't know if I'd get down with them, man. I'll be honest. I mean, maybe they could buy me out, but I'd always come back to pool. Pool's got my heart. And I'll tell you, after some of the stuff I've been through in life, I got to go with something that's going to make me happy and something I'm passionate about. But that's a cool concept. Yeah, Paul Taylor, he does make it look easy. He does make it look easy. All right, Lukas Fracasso-Verner back against the wall. He's down hill 3. He needs to win 6 games in a row from here. And he's coming out with a dry break. I feel like he almost just wants to, like, throw it in right now. Like, just, yeah, right, whatever. Play the next match. Thomas is just playing so super strong, man. So hard to fade. Howard Fogg, I got you, bro. Jeffrey Connolly, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I do try hard for you guys. Let's see what Lucas can come up with here. And he's going to leak out. And you see the difference of just that, you know, that additional 6 to 8 inches that he overhit that to get out from underneath that 5-ball. In my opinion, that's him being anxious. That's him being anxious right there. And he's kind of just rushing just that little bit, trying to get a point up or trying to just get the match over with. And, you know, like that's the difference of that pinpoint position that we all know that he's capable of and what we normally see from Lucas. But you see Thomas's pace of play, timing, and all of that has been 100% the same. Has not changed that at all. He's really made only like one open error. But I mean, that's really what it takes, though. You got to be 100% consistent. It's going to be a missed open shot there, but this one ball is not going in the pocket. I'm thinking Lukas is going to bank it and kind of stall the cue ball right there. Bank it all the way around the rails, just like that. And he's going to make the ball accidentally. And if I'm Lukas Fracasso-Verner here, I might go with this. I might just try to bank this and try to get out. And I mean, he's more than capable of making the shot. Ends up double kissing that. And that's pretty fortunate as far as I'm concerned for Lukas. Thomas, I suggest, is going to make this hit. He's going to fly up over that 3-ball. He's going to be jumping here, of course, but I don't know what his result will be necessarily. 2 balls going to track towards that 5-4-6 to the left side. I think he did relatively well, all things considered. Lukas indicating he's trying to get that cue ball underneath the 8-ball. Let's see if he can execute. And he doesn't get under it. Just got the heads up on what our next match is going to be. And our next matchup is going to be Kevin Guimond, Mr. G, your current Ocean State champion. We're going to see Kevin Guimond, and he's going to end up taking on the winner of Nick Charette and Samut Sam, who are also undefeated on the winner's side, battling it out right now. Then we got another good matchup coming right after this. I got that all prepped up for you. Super smooth, this Thomas Haas character. All right, this is a little tricky here. He's got to figure out what he's going to do to navigate into this 6-ball here. I'm thinking he's going to go into it. A little bit of left-hand spin, inside spin, if you will. And he makes contact. He can cut this, but he'll probably end up double kissing the 8-ball. Maybe ended up funny. That's what he's checking out right now. And he says, Mike, I'm going to make it, but I'm not ended up funny. I'm going to end up perfect. Just short of perfect, anyhow. But very makeable. Thomas just going to take a look around, get some perspective here. Misses the 8-ball, but look where he ends. That was a tough shot there. I think he was a little scared of that side pocket there. Kind of overstruck that one a little bit. But that's really the second time that we've seen him miss an open shot there. James Berghoff, no. Scott Haas is not in the tournament. They chose the divide and conquer option. He's down I believe in Maryland this weekend. All right, that's that. Lucas airballing the 8-ball at the end. All right, folks, we're going to be back with you in just a bit with another match. And again, that's going to be either Nick Charette or Samut Sam taking on Kevin Guimond. And we're going to check out some highlight stuff from last year's Lascati Cup so you know what's coming. And again, we're going to be doing that at Rax in just a couple of weeks, December 14th and 15th at Rax in Vernon, Connecticut. All right, check it out, Lascati Cup.